I'm going to do a quick video on Cannabis Cream and throwing out ingredients that we used. And so that the few people that have contacted us for more information can make this themselves. All you got to have is cannabis. I highly recommend, a couple grams of good marijuana, or if all you could get is some Mexican dirt weed, then 7 grams. And you cook it. You put it in a mason jar with olive oil. That is the oil that I recommend probably the most. You can use other oils like coconut oil, but the olive oil works really well. I've also used jojoba oil to do this with once. But you cook it. You put it in a jar. You grind up all your cannabis. You put it in a jar and you turn your crock pot on high. You get it going, and then once it's going, you throw it on low. For the first 2 days, every 3 to 6 hours, you want to shake that jar up really well, and then you let it sit in that crock pot for 7 days, 6-7 days, until it's like a dark color. A lot of people do this for 24 hours. I don't. I want everything. I want chlorophyll. I want it all, because chlorophyll is also a benefit to the human body, and it helps with red blood cells. Then I pick out butters and oils like shea butter and cocoa butter, and there's different oils out there you can choose from. I highly recommend organic oils. There is an oil I can't even pronounce. It's like $90 for 16 ounces. Just use it. It's great for skin cancers. It starts with a T. There is other oils that you can use that, a lot of times people don't think of, like avocado and stuff like that. You can throw all of it in there because you're trying to make a lotion. You're not trying to just make a cream. You're trying to make something that's going to be good for the skin too. Alright, and the secret ingredient, the one ingredient that you must add, is magnesium oil. See, and I do this all by visibility and touch. I don't have an actual recipe, I guess you could say. I go by what I feel is what I want. I would add, probably a couple ounces of magnesium oil, depending on how strong your magnesium oil is, because your whole purpose of the magnesium oil is to work with the cannabis. So when the magnesium oil opens the pores, it allows the blood to flow throughout the body. At the same time, it's absorbing everything that touches you in that area. So you can ask Carter. I used to dislocate my shoulder all the time, right? I don't do it no more, right? There's a reason. 1, because of Father. 2, because he gave me the ingredients that I needed to be able to heal my body with natural medicine and prayer. So I highly recommend it. Essential oils, I won't lie, even on this video. We used doTERRA at the time. I used anything that was good for funguses, yeast infections, anything like that. I put it in there too. They have an oil called Deep Blue. I used it. I used anything that would help with my purpose. My purpose was pain and yeast infection, because I had another person that had candida that I wanted to try this on. But when it comes to pain, I highly recommend this. It's not going to get you high. You may fail a drug test. I'm not going to tell you you won't, just because you're absorbing THC into your bloodstream. But the bottom line is, you're not going to fail a drug test. You're not going to get high. There's only one reason why we smoke weed today, and that is to get high. It does not help the human body in any form or fashion at all. There is no actual medical benefit to smoking marijuana. So, That is the truth. It releases dopamine. So, I mean, if you really want to get technical, and I guess we can, we're only in this 5 minutes, we might as well lay it out at the end of this video. The Bible talks about that your mind goes cold, you know, the lack of love, and that people's minds go crazy and they'll forget how to love one another. Well, see, I have this crazy theory that it's all about dopamine, and this is one of the reasons why our government patented cannabis and released it the way they did, was to change it to release even more amounts of dopamine in the brain at one time, to cause you to have to require large amounts of dopamine to be released in your brain to feel love. Did you catch that? I was just wondering if y'all caught that. You got to have large amounts of dopamine released in the brain to feel love. So, and this is a fact. Dopamine is the only reason why you feel love. Why is this whole world ran on dopamine? Because Satan's not dumb. If he can cause us to not love anymore without large amounts of dopamine, the world will go crazy. And this is just a simple fact, and I believe it with all my heart. But this is just a quick video on the cannabis to explain it to a few people that have contacted us on YouTube privately, and hopefully it helps. If you have any more questions, just ask us. This is not hard to do. It is very, very simple. Your two main ingredients is the cannabis and the magnesium oil. Without those two, it ain't going to work. Bottom line, I highly recommend the essential oils as well. But other than that, I'm going to get off of here. Y'all have a good day. I got to go bale hay. I will be working on also today editing the video on inner cherry bark, how to harvest it, how to find it, the cherry tree, and how to cook up the cherry syrup or tincture or whatever you want to call it for colds, to be able to soothe the throat. And hopefully it'll be a decent video. Y'all make sure you like, subscribe, even share. We need this. My goal is 1,000 subscribers before winter. If we don't have 1,000 subscribers for winter, we will be done with YouTube, and that is the truth. We have put an ultimatum out there. If this is what we're supposed to be doing, then it will be an income and not just putting out videos. Y'all have a blessed day. Thank you. And again, like and subscribe.